Welcome to some and welcome back to a few. I ramble review, it's what I do. And today I'm here to talk about The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. If you watched my birthday haul in October, you'll know this is one of the books I got on a really fun, adventurous, let's visit all the indie bookstores nearby type trip. I actually read it pretty close to when I got it and then promptly forgot that I had a YouTube channel, or uh, rather that I had meant to record it for the YouTube channel. That said, I actually really enjoyed this one. Enough I actually might want to upgrade it at some point from a paperback to a hardback, just because my shelves and my habit of rereading are neither particularly nice to paperback copies of books. So this book, I can't actually summarize very easily myself without getting super wordy. I'm just going to read the blurb on the back. Tana lives in a world where walled cities called cold towns exist. In them, quarantined monsters and humans mingle in a decadently bloody mix of predator and prey. And once you pass through Cold Town's gates, you can never leave. One morning, after a perfectly ordinary party, Tana wakes up surrounded by corpses. The only other survivors of this massacre are her exacerbatingly the language, endearing ex-boyfriend and a mysterious boy burdened with a terrible secret. Shaken and determined, Tana enters a race against the clock to save the three of them in the only way she knows how, by going straight to the wicked and opulent heart of Cold Town itself. Oh, okay, what do I actually want to say about this book? The characters are really enjoyable and believable. We have Tana herself, who, as the blurb on the back explains, wakes up thinking herself the only survivor in a house full of corpses. She had been attending a party and fallen asleep drunk in the bathroom, only to find that when she awoke, vampires had attacked. In this world, vampires are created when someone who has been bitten is not killed, but then proceeds to drink the blood of a human themselves. You can be infected and not turn, if you can resist the cravings. And that is what we are hoping for another character, her ex-boyfriend, who is annoying and endearing, if that's possible. She finds him tied to a bed in one of the rooms, trapped with a vampire who is chained to a wall. As though that is not a strange setup, we are left to wonder, will he turn? Will he give in to his cravings? We are left to wonder why this vampire was chained to the wall and left in the room with him. We are left to wonder why these other vampires attacked this party to begin with. Why were they attracted in? Was it the open window? Was it something else? The start of this story just leaves us with so many awesome questions to drive us forward as we jump into the plot. Tana, her ex-boyfriend, and the vampire she found chained to the wall in the room where her ex-boyfriend was being held hostage all end up going to a cold town, or rather journeying to a cold town, which major spoilers past this point. Hand up until I'm done talking about them. Cold Town itself was really fascinating, and the twist that our vampire, who is more than a little crazy, that they've been traveling with is actually this super powerful, star vampire hunter vampire, was fascinating to me. Loved that. Okay, done talking about spoilers for a minute. They do meet some other characters along the way, naturally. The two characters that they meet being humans who actually want to be turned into vampires. Like, that is their goal. So they are These other two are traveling to the cold town with the explicit purpose of becoming infected, which apparently is a fairly common thing for people to do. I don't know if I like them at all, as a matter of course. Both of these other characters they run into were really interesting, and I liked watching them play off of each other as well as off the main characters. But overall, they are really reckless and annoying, and I have a lot of trouble feeling proper empathy and sympathy for them as they go into all the messed up situations that arise from going into Cold Town. Um, the mystery element of the book, along with the suspense element of the book, wove together really, really well as we tried to understand how the vampire we've been traveling with came to be in the condition he's in, as well as what his goals are. I really enjoyed our concerns over characters who were infected and if they would turn, because there are more characters than just the boyfriend that deal with this situation, or the ex-boyfriend, excuse me. I liked the romantic subplot that was going on, especially because it was not the romantic subplot I expected. I won't tell you what it was, but I'll tell you it wasn't with who I expected to be with. um, that said, not quite a 5 star. I'm only going to be giving this one a 4 out of 5 on my Goodreads. While I really enjoyed it, especially the ending, which is left somewhat ambiguous for us to determine what we think happens to the main character, it left me wanting something. I'm just not sure what. There was nothing specific lacking. There was just this longing to explore the world at large. I would enjoy if Holly Black went back to this world again and explored a little bit further what is going on politically or what is going on with other vampires, especially in this world where humans just know about vampires. Like, it's just a thing. Everyone has accepted it as a part of our reality at this point. And I think I would read that story if she ever wrote it. As is, I do adore this one, and I will be keeping it in my collection. Y'all have a wonderful evening or morning or whenever you are watching this, and I'll see you next time.